Hello, welcome back to World Reviews and more. Um, here I am reviewing the second Brazil match of the Brazil World Cup 2014. And if you don't want to know the score, then please do not watch this and come back later. So, well, this was a bit of a shock, I think, to a lot of people. Probably not like as big a shock as it could have been, but still, the final score for Brazil versus Mexico was 0-0. So that's not only our second draw of the tournament, but also our second goalless match as well. And I don't think anyone would have expected that. Draw. Definitely not a goalless draw. For Brazil. Pardon me. But you have to say all credit goes to Mexico. Brazil were poor, and we'll get into that in a minute. But Mexico, they deserved that point. They did. I thought their keeper Ochoa was just outstanding. He's one of the best shot stoppers I've seen. Just pure instinct. And then especially that one towards the end from the corner. Was it Neymar? When Neymar had that shot, that header. Oh no, it was Silva, wasn't it? It was Silva who had that header. Oh, it was such a good save. But he made so many. He made some from Neymar, and he's just outstanding for Mexico. And I think he was their best player. But mind you, they were all good. I mean, I thought Moreno was great at defending, and I thought Herrera played well for Mexico as usual. He's a creative midfielder that kind of creates everything, and they could have nicked it at the end. Hernandez had a chance, and they could have had a famous victory. But Guardado, he also played really well, and he had a lot of chances, and I liked him. And they all played really well, really. Leon as well, kept on going down the flanks. Dos Santos had another solid game, despite not scoring. And Peralta, you could have had a possible penalty. So it could have all been far, far worse for Brazil. But in the end, 0-0. Hey, that's in their own country. There's a lot of people going to be disappointed with that result. And they really just didn't look like scoring, to be honest. Neymar seemed a bit disinterested, a bit lackadaisical, lackluster. Didn't really kind of seem like there was any amount of kind of go. I mean, I know there's a lot of pressure on Brazil, especially it's their home tournament, and you can see in the national anthem just how emotional they all were. But I don't know. Disappointed with Fred. His replacement Joe wasn't that much better, to be honest. I thought Silva played well. Obviously, he's defended though, so. And obviously, he almost had that shot. Oscar was quiet. Marcelo, I mean, that bit where he went down in the area towards the end, he should have just stood on his feet. I mean, that's something that needs to be rooted out of football. Just carry on. Just carry on. Don't go down, because these days you never know with penalties. Yes, they got that one in the first game, and someone said that we didn't get this one. This one was justice, and I agree. People should just play into the whistle. I know Gary Neville was saying that the only way you can get penalties these days is to go down, and I agree with him in some ways that the refereeing needs to be better. I think that's the problem. Not on the players here. I think the referees need to be stronger. They need to be better, and they need to decide what they're doing. They need to just kind of, really get together and have a big discussion about it, because I don't think the players have got much choice. Sometimes they don't know whether to go down or stay up. It's not in their hands, I suppose. I think they really need to decide. Cesar in goal didn't really have much to do, did he? David Luiz was just irritating. Sometimes I just don't understand what he does. For him to get that big money move to Paris Saint-Germain, I mean, Chelsea are rubbing their hands together, aren't they? Really, So, but yeah, I think people were just waiting for Neymar to do something, and he never did, and it was a shame. I still can't believe we had a 0-0 in a Brazil match. I mean, it's something that you wouldn't have guessed, and that group now is very, very tasty. I believe the loser of the match tomorrow is definitely out. because obviously Brazil and Mexico have now got 4 points each. So it means whoever loses tomorrow, obviously, between Croatia and Cameroon, they can't get 4 points, so they're gone. So that's basically giving them a good chance though, because if they win, whoever wins tomorrow, Croatia or Cameroon, they've got that final match. They're gonna think they've got a good chance, and out of the two, it could be either of them, because even though both of them lost their first matches, I think they were close calls. And they've got decent players, so it could go either way. If that's a draw as well, that leaves it going right down to the end of the final game. So interesting times. So yeah, that's about it. Really, not much more to talk about. Disappointing, 0-0 draw for Brazil. I'm sure they're going to get a lot of stick, but it could be good for them. They may come back in that final group game and just smash Cameroon, which isn't beyond them really. So maybe it just means a lot of tactical changes and a lot of talking, I think, from Scolari. But well done, Mexico. They deserve that point. So guys, that's it. Got one more match to go, the final match of round 1, and it's the final match in Group H. It's Russia versus South Korea, I believe. So I'll be back after that to do another review. Until then, see you later. Peace.